Hello everybody, I just wanted to do kind of a preview of some stuff I've got planned later on. I'm looking at reviving my Betamax home movie making abilities. And here in this case is the actual camera used in the 1980s home movies that I've put a few of them up. I know one for sure is the kindergarten sack race that I got first place in. That was recorded with this very camera right here. This was my grandfather's. The same grandfather who owned the 81 Chevy Silverado. And it hasn't been used since the mid-90s. I noticed the foam has deteriorated from the microphone, but I don't see any reason it shouldn't still work. Here's a look at the controls. It's an HVC-2200. Has not been touched in 25, 26 years or so. It's got a pretty nice lens on it. And I'm waiting on a power supply. Now, I had this dubbing those home movies, and somehow it ended up being lost in a move. This SL3000 deck, but this is exactly like the one my grandfather had. I would say it probably needs belts at the minimum, so I'll see what belts it takes and go from there. I've got a AC 300C power supply coming. No battery, but we'll make do. It needs a BP60 battery. Here's the owner's manual for the camera. I do have the owner's manual from my grandpa's unit, as well as the power supply, and he also had a microphone, and that I saw kicking around here recently. So I'd like to get all the components he had, which I'm real glad to have his actual camera, so that's a good thing. At least I have something of the original setup. It's a few days later. I got my power supply in, so I've got it all hooked up. There's the AC power adapter right there. It is the same one that my grandfather had, AC 300C. And that goes in there for the 12 volts into the tape deck. And then the camera is hooked up right here. And it should be ready to go. I'll put it on the tripod and get the TV going and see if I can get a signal up to the TV. All of this is as is. Hasn't been powered up in who knows how long. Just let it rip and see what happens. Well, the initial power-up yielded little results, as I expected. The belts are shot on the tape deck. I can put a tape in, and I can hear the motor trying to go through the motions, but there's not enough belt grip to get it to do anything. You can hear the motor running to load the tape. That's about it. It's not loading, so I can't press record to turn on the camera. I was hoping to see if I could at least see if the camera would turn on, but it didn't look like that's going to be the case until I can get this working. Okay, so magically the tape decided to load. And the camera is trying to do something. Oh no, it works. Holy crap. It looks like it's working properly. I don't have a signal to the TV, but I'll see if I can get that going. Let's see. May be hard to see in there. Let's see what I can do. See in there? There's my light bulbs. Tape deck doesn't sound too happy, but holy crap, this thing still works. And it looks like it's working reasonably well. Well, good news. After a little bit of tinkering around with things and having the right settings and the right video input selected on the TV, that image is from the Trinicon. And it doesn't look bad. I'll turn on the other light. There's the Trinicon. It's working. It kind of goes in and out of being clear and then having those lines on it. And I've played with the switches on the back and it'll clear up. And then see it cleared up then. And then it goes back to those lines. There's an original as seen through the Trinicon. That's high iris right there. It's that sharpness switch is dirty. That is pretty cool to have that working again. I can record some videos in beta. There's the 79 original. There's the 1988 Magic Chef. Perhaps we can zoom in on that. But cool, I'm excited about that. So once again, thank you for watching.